Howdy.
It's another sloppy second.
Yeah, I'm sloppier. I'm seconds-ier.
I'm sloppier and I'm having seconds. I'm back for
Ugh.
seconds, baby. Yeah.
But we're back soon to the regular content.
Next Monday, mark your calendars. Put a notification on your phone. Set an alarm for 3 a.m. because that's when season 7, episode 1 is going to be fucking live.
Live.
Yeah, and you'll only have to deal with Monday sloppy seconds just this last week. If you didn't like them, well, you still have this one to deal with.
Yeah.
So bad remedies, huh?
Bad remedies. Okay, can we start off by talking about 5-minute crafts?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the...
No.
Not at all. But I love...
Oh, no, this is a totally different...
I know, but I wanted to talk about this.
DIY.
I love shitty DIY.
When someone overuses fucking cement.
Yeah, well, that too, yeah. No, but, like, a lot of it just doesn't work at all. Like, they just change it out. And I love it when other people film themselves following the 5-minute craft or whatever DIY shit.
Yeah.
To a T. They follow it exactly, and it never turns out. And the entire time I'm watching them do it, I'm like, oh, there's a chance this might work. What if this works? And then it never works. I'm surprised every time.
Like, actual DIY and those 5-minute craft things are always the dumbest fucking thing on the planet. They're like, my favorite is when, let's say they're making like a fucking, like, pipe coupler or something. They're like, oh, hey, here's a way to link 2 PVC pipes together. And they have like 25 pounds of cement. And they cover the pipes. They seal it all up. And then, like, what is it? They spray paint it, like, PVC white. And it's like, you could have just fucking gone to Home Depot
And got the coupler.
A little PVC pipe coupler. And boom, boom, and
Oh, yeah.
done.
I love it when the solution is more expensive than just buying a fix.
The solution is more expensive and way more complicated.
Yeah, like there's that one where they're like, oh, look at this cute chair made out of stuffed jeans.
What?
And yeah, it's like 4 or 5 pairs of jeans stuffed with cotton, sewn together so it kind of looks like a hand with fingers going up.
It looks like an Ed game.
And and it's sewn together. And I'm like, bitch, you could have bought a beanbag for cheaper than it cost for 6 pairs of... You know how much jeans cost? Good God. Who has 5 extra pair of jeans and 20 pounds of cotton just sitting around? I love it when the fix is expensive as hell.
That's kind of what I'm running into right now. So I'm looking into doing like scatter terrain, which is garbage for tabletop gaming. The thing is, I watched this guy last night, and he goes, so I'm going to build something entirely out of cardboard. I was like, okay, cool. He gets into it, and he goes, so I bought this, and it's like
the full thing.
Holy grail of cardboard. It's basically MDF.
Oh.
Cardboard. And he's like, it's pretty much like the S tier cardboard you get. So I was like,
So it's not cardboard, yeah.
You pay like $30 for this on Amazon, bro. This isn't just garbage that you're picking up building shit out of. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I love that.
Shit infuriates me. But
you know who never does that?
me.
People on the internet who make furniture out of pallets. There's this one guy who's like, I rode my bike around the neighborhood and picked up as many pallets as I could, and now I'm going to try to make a dining room or like a coffee table, and I'm going to try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace for more money.
$1,500.
Yeah, and it always sells. He sold it for like $800. I'm like, yeah, that looks awesome. But good God, that's pallets. All you had to get paid for was your labor.
Yeah.
And your labor was like $120 an hour.
Jesus Christ.
Like, holy shit. Do they know?
I love DIY stuff. I hate
DIY content creators? Yeah.
So
This has nothing to do.
Nothing to do with like DIY creators or like, I mean, it is kind of DIY. As is tradition for sloppy seconds, I found myself a
nice Reddit thread. Fuck yeah.
These I have 3 that we're going to talk about, and it's DIY fixes for like medical treatment.
No.
Yeah.
So that's the main thread is DIY fixes for medical treatments.
What's
Oh.
the worst DIY treatment?
Oh shit! I've seen this comment.
I mean,
I did not.
posted every
Oh
year or
my
so.
god.
And anytime they come up, I read for hours. And I know I've talked about it
Mhm.
previously. There was an episode we had Sweet Tea on,
Mhm.
and we talked about a few different things. These ones are different.
DIY medical treatments are amazing. I've seen some already.
Fucking crazy.
Oh, so good.
You're only gonna see even more.
Oh, I can't wait.
So, dude shows up to the hospital, complaining about like, yeah, I'm constantly out of breath. Like I can't breathe so well.
I put an accordion in my chest to help me breathe more. Ugh.
He's like, I fucking wake up and stand up and I'm out of breath. Like I don't know what's going on. So I don't know what fucking tests they do. I'm not gonna look into it because this is a sloppy seconds.
X-ray, CBC with diff,
So they look into it.
rectal exam.
Basically, he has 15% functioning lung tissue remaining.
Woo!
They're like, do you smoke? And he's like, no, I've never smoked. Like, I
Do you do whippets?
inhalants or anything.
Do you do poppers?
He doesn't work at like some industrial.
Do you work at an asbestos factory?
No, get this. It's so dumb. So they go, is there anywhere you can think of where like these problems started occurring? And he's like, yeah, I can think of one. So you know what weed sploofs are, right?
Sploofs?
Yep. So weed sploofs.
Yeah, I know what it is, but you better describe it to the audience.
I'll describe it for their sake. So weed sploof, when you smoke weed, it smells like ass.
Yeah.
It smells really, really fucking bad. And so a lot of people, to kind of mitigate that or to hide the smell of it, they use a weed sploof.
Oh, that's what those are called?
Yeah.
The little things you blow on?
Yeah. They're like homemade ones, which I've made before. You just throw like a bunch of gum and fucking air fresheners into it. They're not air fresheners, dryer sheets. And you exhale into like a Gatorade bottle with a bunch of holes in it. And it works. It's weird as shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know how the fuck, like, it's weird. But they have ones that are made by, like, they have actual companies that make them. So, you'll exhale your smoke into it. It'll come out. And it doesn't smell like weed at all. This guy misunderstood how these things work. So, this one specifically, it has like that minty smell to it. And I mean, it's just a bunch of fucking chemicals and shit in there that the weed passes through.
It probably filters it out, and then...
It's like a filtration system.
Yeah. Maybe some activated charcoal or something. Who knows?
Well, this one wasn't so fancy. It didn't have like activated charcoal. It's literally just... My guess is that it's just like a bottle that's filled with a bunch of like minty smelling chemicals. So he goes, oh yeah, a lot of these problems started occurring when I started using that as a breath freshener. And they're like,
what?
Excuse me? So instead of exhaling through it, he was taking it and he was like, he would inhale.
He would huff it?
Have the filter going this way.
He would huff it?
Yeah, he's huffing this fucking thing.
I'm gonna freshen my breath.
On the side of it, it even says not for internal use. He had necrotizing pneumonia. And like I said, 15%.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't inhale anything that's in a fucking weed sploof, kids.
Don't inhale anything. Except whippets.
Stop breathing.
Stop breathing, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Over like a year.
That's like lung transplant level damage. Like, you're fucked. You're dead. Like,
one of his lungs is like completely failed.
Jesus.
Crazy shit.
Don't do drugs. No, just kidding. Do drugs.
What I love is someone was like, oh yeah, this guy came in he was suffering from a snake bite, but when he came in, he just had a fuck ton of them, and they were like, what the hell?
Oh no.
Why do you have so many?
Was he trying to treat it?
He has a box with him, and he goes, I had to catch the snake to bring it in to show the doctor what kind of snake it was.
Oh my god.
How to treat it, and he's just got all these fucking snake bites
dipshit. They don't need to know what kind of snake it is. Did the ass rattle? Okay, what color was it? Like, that's all they need.
It was red next to black.
Yeah, no. In general, I thought it was just like a almost universal antitoxin. I could be totally wrong.
So.
Could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
what a
like,
dipshit.
I had to bring the snake in too. Can you imagine? He just gets bit like,
It's like,
50 fucking times trying.
I got nipped.
He's like, I gotta find a box, and this thing's
Yeah,
reaching back and biting
just biting him and
over.
snap, snap.
Man, it's a good thing I've got this, because now they're gonna know how to treat my 200 snake bites.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that guy.
Okay, and then the last one. Oh yeah, it's perfect. So last one, this kid was playing BB guns with his friends. So this obviously happened like 1990. And
Yeah.
they're shooting fucking BB guns at each other. They're having like their all-out war and everything. And one of his friends shoots him like right in the forehead. Bing.
Bonk.
And he's like, it hurt like a bitch.
No.
One of his friends gets hit in the lip, and they're like, okay, like we need to call it because everybody's getting
Dinged up.
hit with fucking metal projectiles. And so they stop playing. His head is fucking throbbing, and he's like, he goes home. Next morning he wakes up. He's got a goose egg and everything. He's like, yeah, well, typical. I got shot in the forehead with a BB gun.
Turns out that kid was using a 22.
Yeah, right. About a week goes by, and this goose egg hasn't gone away.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, something's wrong here. And he's like, did I ever bounce off of my head?
Oh,
Like,
shit.
there's an entry wound. And he's like, did it bounce off my head, or did it just like hit and break the skin?
Yeah.
So I guess this kid works heavily with like computers and shit. And so he's got a hard drive that he's just like taking apart, which sounds like some shit.
That's some nerd shit, yeah.
Would do. And he's taking this hard drive.
Oh, with the magnet in it?
And he's like, it has this really powerful magnet.
Oh, no.
And he's like, maybe that BB's still in my forehead. So
They're using, hold on. They were using metal BBs?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is it like
You're right.
metal
That is
BBs?
Airsoft just automatically in my brain, no matter what you say, is plastic biodegradable
They're
BBs.
playing with BB guns, not pellet guns.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
BB guns. And so he's like, I don't know, maybe it's still in my head. So he takes the magnet from the fucking hard drive, holds it up to his forehead, and he goes, I can feel the magnetic pull. Like,
Oh, no.
from the BB. And he's like, whoa, that's crazy. And he's like sitting there thinking about it. And all of a sudden he just hears, ding. And he's like, what the fuck? And he looks at the magnet, and there's a BB
Oh,
on the
no.
magnet, and he feels blood dripping down his
Pouring down his face.
He just reverse shot himself.
Yeah, he just shot himself again from the inside.
Yeah, he turned back time
Yeah,
and sucked it out of his head.
Oh, Jesus
It's been wild.
Christ.
I fucking love stuff like this.
That's so...
But,
Ugh.
yeah, dude.
Ugh.
Fantastic.
He shot himself with a BB. That is... Oh, that's horrific.
So his entry wound was the exit wound.
Yeah, it became cyclical. Very cyclical. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. I love shitty DIY shit. You always hear the story of people like, yeah, I just had this wound. It got infected. It boiled up just a little bit. So I just took a needle out of my wife's sewing kit, poked it, and now it's an abscess the size of a golf ball.
There was one that I saw that people were like, oh yeah, there's one that I do, and it hasn't failed me, but like I'll do it every single time. They were saying whenever they smash their finger, they get a hot needle, and they just poke through like the fucking fingernail, and they're like, it relieves so much pressure, and I'm like, you're an insane person. You're a fucking.
I'm not.
crazy
Yeah.
person. No thanks.
I'd rather lose my nail than do that. Fuck that.
Yeah, just hot needle.
Tss.
Fuck that. No.
No thanks. Yeah, I love it also. Well, I don't love it. I find it entertaining when people do not follow care instructions or like come back in time. I was doing a clinical at an ER And this guy came in and was like, all right, well, I got to get my stitches out. And I look at it, and it looks like somebody dropped a spool of thread on the ground and then bunched it all up, sticking out of this dude's finger.
So he just packed a bunch of thread.
No. They were originally stitches.
Yeah.
So we're like, when were you supposed to come in and get this? And it was like, oh, a couple weeks ago. Normally you get stitches out, within a week. About a week of when you got them.
Yeah.
Because if they're not the dissolving kind. Because your skin will grow over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. We had to pick away at the skin to try. Like, I would snip one side and go to pull the thread through, and it wouldn't. It was completely grown into it. Like, dude, you're gonna need surgery, like, because that's gonna get infected.
Yeah, and then they're gonna have to stitch it back up because
Yeah.
of fucking surgery.
He's like, yeah, I've just been busy at work. And you could see, and his hands were black, like, mechanic hands.
Yeah.
They looked exactly like that, even over the threading.
There's a callus over.
Yeah, over the fucking... Yeah, pretty much.
Stitches.
It's like, oh, God. Or,
Well,
yeah.
To tie up our sloppy seconds episode, if you need medical treatment, go get fucking medical treatment. Don't do it at home.
You can also DM us.
Yeah.
And I will not give you medical advice legally. I will usually say, go and get it checked out.
Go to a fucking hospital.
Go to a hospital, go to a doctor. But I might say, go to a doctor, get it checked out. But liquid glue exists.
Yeah.
Steri strips.
Some fucking super glue.
Yeah. No, God, no. What are those called? Like the Steri strips? They can work for a lot of wounds that need stitches. Don't listen to me. I don't know anything about. Don't listen to me. Go to a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy, I don't give a shit about scars. I think they look badass. If you care about scars, go to a doctor.
Go to a doctor, and we'll see you guys next Monday.